On this episode, what do you do with a painted car with no interior? You design one. So I hit the sketchbook and draw up a mid-century modern interior, and we make it come to life. Let's go. So I've been thinking about this for the last few days, and last night I was looking at this leather sample again, and I'm like, man, this isn't really an obnoxious red. It's still pretty mild. Of course, next to the ox blood, it does look brighter, but when it's on its own, next to a black, it's very like spot on mid-century, and I think that I want to go with this color. So I went back to the paint store. I found 3 different splotches to match the color to the upholstery. And this was quite a relief, just moving to this color here, this red. I know that the husband will love this color, and the wife's just gonna have to deal with it. Here's the plan. Gloss black dash, gloss black moldings, red interior seat, red interior door panels, black carpet. We're gonna split the dash, and the bottom half is gonna be a satin red to match the upholstery. There's gonna be a very small center console in this car. The way we're doing this now, the steering wheel and the column are actually gonna go gloss black. And that's it. So let's start drawing and see what this thing is gonna look like with some color.
All right, so we've gone through the rigorous process of doing the color spray outs for the dash. We've gone through every one of these colors. We've done it gloss, we've done it with the black base, we've done it with the white base, we've done it with a sealer base. And we finally come up to the conclusion that these are our closest colors to what we're looking for. And we mixed and matched, and we added these 2 colors together to inevitably end up with the color that we were looking for that's perfect for the dash. And we have it right over here. This is our winning color. That's a 1-to-1 ratio mix on that number 1 and 2 lighter reds that we have, and it's the one that's gonna work.
We're getting ready to do the dash. Big day for this. It's pretty exciting. We're gonna do our 3-stage paint on that. We're gonna start with the sealer. We're gonna go directly in the base. We're gonna let that all cure off, and then we're gonna hit it with the clear coat. We're going to gloss finish on the top and a satin on the bottom, so that's gonna be pretty cool, but we had to go in and cut it in half. That way we don't have any extra work for ourselves. And we're gonna get that nice high gloss finish on that dash so it can just pop in the sun. So let's get after it.
So Brandon begins by mixing up some PPG dark gray sealer. He coats the entire dashboard with the sealer, and this is a wet on wet product is how we refer to it. Wet on wet meaning once we spray the sealer, we have a very short amount of time to get the base coat onto the dashboard so it adheres with a wet on wet adhesion process. Once he has the black base coat shot, which is a Pro Spray Jet Black, he'll use 3 entire coats, leaving flash times in between of about 12 to 15 minutes. Once he has these 3 coats on the dashboard, we know all the sand scratches from the 400 grit have been covered. He will move to the clear coat. This is the exact same process on spraying the dash as it would be if we're spraying the exterior of the car, the sealer, the base coat, and finally the clear coat. So as Brandon finishes up the final coat of base, we're ready for the clear as he's mixing this product, which is a Glazeret 210 series. 3 coats of the Glamour Clear gets the dashboard looking deep and deep. Check out that reflection. Right out of the gun, Brandon is a master at laying down perfection. I'm going to unmask it here. Brandon had a good point that the inside of the glove box, it always looks sharp if it matches on the outside of the paint. Yeah, so when you open it, why don't we just break it right there? Just
wrap the line.
two-tone it?
We can. Is it gonna look funky though?
I don't think so.
On the inside?
Because it's right at this crease. So then also the little stoppers here coming through, they also need to match the same red. So yeah, I think that's our game plan.
Perfect.
Red, we split the inside and the outside.
Oh hey, didn't see that.
So now we are on to spraying the bottom side of the dashboard. Note immediately that we are not using a black sealer to spray the red color as an undertone. We must use that gray undertone sealer to get the right reflection and the right overall color from that red base coat. Again, remember, if we're spraying a dark color on the exterior like a black or a dark metallic, we're going to use a dark gray or black sealer. If we're spraying a light color, whether that be yellows or reds, maybe even orange, we're going to use a gray sealer. And if we're spraying whites, we're going to use a white sealer. Now the same process with the base coat, 3 coats of color. That gives us nice coverage and fills the 400 scratches. Now Brandon is spraying the removable items from the dash like the glove box and the ashtray, getting complete coverage and the color that is going to match perfect. The difference here is that we're not using a high gloss clear coat, but rather a matte finish, as the matte finish is going to look more identical to the upholstery sheen. So the matte finish does spray on gloss, but within 6 hours it'll dry with a satin or matte sheen and it will look stunning. So there it is. Finally and at last, it's completed. I love the satin red right up against the deep gloss black. Brandon did a phenomenal job spraying this dash, polishing it, and this means one thing. The body is finished and ready to be mounted to the chassis. I personally couldn't be more pleased with how the interior is unfolding. If this was your car, I'm curious, if you had a black exterior El Camino, what color would you do for the interior? So hey, also some super exciting news. We've got the 59 El Camino / Impala chassis from the Roadster shop. It has arrived. I'm very excited to show you guys. So make sure you join us on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. What's up, everybody? Brian from Mackey's Hot Rod Shop with our YouTube channel, Mackey and Machine. We wanted to say thank you guys for subscribing. The numbers are growing way faster than we ever expected. So a quick overview, we're giving away a box of merchandise for every new 1,000 subscribers. We bundle everybody together, we pick one number, and we send out all this merchandise straight to your door. It's just a way to say thank you, so we really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, do so now, because we're continuing our content in a hot rod shop, bicycles, motorcycles, planes, trains, boats, all of it here on Mackey and Machine. We've got a ton of new content for you guys. The best part of all, real quick, is a 1940 Ford giveaway as soon as we hit 50,000 subscribers. What do you have to do? Hit the subscribe button. That's it. We keep track of everything else. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next one.